My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I'm getting ready for the Cinemax coming today. Soon, this is going to be Cinemax finally versus our black technology. And to do all the tests that I wanted to do under this product, that, like I said, we had to go through so much stuff just to get it down here. It was a complete headache to get this product down here. Thank you to the customer who basically justified the wrong that this individual was causing and made things right at the end of the day. So happy. So like I said, you can see why this individual fought so hard tooth and nail to make sure this product didn't get down here. I mean, everything from canceling orders to basically sending us down black paint, you name it, this individual has done it to fight for this product, not to land down here. But as I said before, what comes around goes around, so I'm gonna go full circle. Sure enough, we're gonna get that full circle. We got the green tape ready when it comes to, so we can block off the identification of the person who sent it. And I'm putting in a Sharpie. You know why? Because we want to dot out some of the tracking number information so nobody tries to basically harass this individual who did right. The only person who man up and did right at the end of the day out of your followers. We're happy. Oh, I can't wait today. We've got so much testing to do. So much testing to do. We want to see if your product actually works the way you said it does. So much lying. We're going to see what happens. I already know from the door what's going to happen. It's not going to do what it says it's going to do. All right, so real quick, before we get into all that, getting the last of my orders set up for my customers. We're blessed to have an amazing mail carrier who takes out the packages every day. So now I don't have to do those massive orders on every Saturday. Orders pile up. Don't have to worry about that anymore due to the fact that this guy comes in, picks up everything, takes it for us, and it's gone. And man, that is fantastic. Even knocks on the door to see if I got any packages, man. That is freaking beautiful. That's in the day. Got a good carrier, man. We had a couple good carriers on this route. Not saying he's not the only one. We had a couple of really fantastic carriers on this route. Unfortunately, they couldn't stay because they were in training. But this individual is not in training. He's going to be on this route for a while. So that makes my day so much happier that I now don't have to go through so much trouble and for it costing me money to get it done. Now, as I said before, I don't need the driver to basically take me down to go get the package anymore, but she's a blessing because I still need to go to Home Depot every week to pick up supplies, and I'm going to be going to Home Depot quite a lot. I'm planning to build all my screens for this summer for the backyard. I got a couple of simulators I'm building, which requires a lot of wood, so she's going to help me out with a lot of those projects, which is absolutely fantastic at the end of the day. But getting back to this individual, well, like I said, avoid it at all costs. To make sure his product didn't make it down here. Because at the end of the day, he blew his product up to be something that it wasn't. And now at the end of the day, it's going to catch up to you. And like I said, in all my demonstrations, and every last one of them, if you feel that any of the demonstrations that we do over here don't meet your requirement, then guess what? You can back it up and do it yourself. But as you said in the message, we already got all your transcripts off your site. As you just said out of your transcript, you said you're getting the product, you do it yourself. As in you're not going to back up your own product. Okay, whatever, at the end of the day, no problem. We got no problem doing that. No problem at all. Now understand this so people can understand this. Do we need a large audience to come in and watch? Oh, no, we don't. We don't need that. Because at the end of the day, all we need is video testimony that the product doesn't work. Which means this is going to go on the blacklist. This is going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on Twitter. It's going to be on ABS forums. It's going to be on Projector Central. It's going to be everything in the forum site we can get our hands on. It's going to be done there. There are going to be a slew of pictures and everything else we will need. So if you come in and watch, you come in and watch. You don't, you don't. Everything's going to be done live anyway, and everything's going to be broadcasted. So it doesn't make a difference. If no one comes in and watches at the end of the day, we are still going to be able to broadcast the video everywhere it goes. And we get a ton of hits on our websites and over on the Digital One Crystal Screenwrite site to show people at the end of the day that you rather prefer better off going with the products we have here than going with his products. Because you can't back them up. Now, as I said before, everything's going to be done professional by the book. We're not going to have it. We're going to be joking and laughing and calling him a scammer. We're going to call him a liar. That's definitely what we're going to call him at the end of the day, because he did lie. That product doesn't do what it's supposed to do, that makes you a liar. That's the end of the day, so you know that. Makes you a liar. If that product does not do what it's supposed to do. Let me see, this is a red, right? Red. You got two of them. I gave them two instead of one. It doesn't look right. So we gotta get this one first. That takes care of that customer. Get them out of the way before we started getting into this. Tell you one thing, you put up a good fight. You put up a real good fight. You did. We was gonna have it either way. It just would have took us some time, but we would have had it over here. We had somebody already lined up to buy for it. Already set up to come and buy it. But this customer stepped up and basically made it possible. I'm pretty sure he's going through all his customers' information. I wouldn't be surprised right now if this guy was contacting customers that he sold this product to and harassing them about who gave what. I guarantee he's harassing somebody. But remember, your product is supposed to be the best of the best. You want to cheat people at the end of the day, things come back to bite you in the face when you don't do the right things. So let's see what happens when he gets here. Let's get ready for it. When we get this done, we're going to start getting ready and get ready to testing your product when it gets down here. So we're going to need a surface. I got a surface out back that we can paint over. We use that instead. I think I'm going to prime that surface with some of that gray paint. So we can get that ready. No freaking holding your hand over here with these tests. Treat you just like we treat our own stuff. No remorse. And look at this. We're blessed with a beautiful day outside, so we will be outside today. Yes, we will. We will be outside today. I gave you that challenge on that Starfield demonstration outside, and you refused to do it. The day you can refuse no more. The day you can't cancel any more orders or send in any black paint, all that's done. It's going to happen, buddy. And when we're done with that, the hybrid mix comes next. Got that coming in. Now, the thing about you, Crow, I noticed about your little label system, you don't have a consistency of the same label over and over again. I've seen in all your videos, you mark your labels in different ways. You don't have a consistency. That's another thing scammers do at the end of the day. I'm sorry. You're supposed to have a consistency of the same label over and over and over again. See your labels right here? Our labels don't change. Same label. I print that same label, comes out the same way. There's no crown marking and none of something like a 5-year-old drew on it. It's a professional label. I can go into my, whatchamacallit, draw a label, design it up. People watch me do it. Design a professional looking label. Yours at the end, it looks like crap. Now, the ones we got coming in for the Legends, those are different. That's by a graphic designer. Those things are going to wrap around the container. It's going to be made of this kind of what kind of material they're going to be using. It's kind of like a kind of material that actually like a silk that kind of locks the container. Oh, these things are beautiful. We won't be making those. They'll be making those for us. We want something different with those. But at least put an effort. If you're going to basically do a label, put an effort into it at the end of the day. At least try to put an effort into it. We have tape. I know got more tape on here. That we're out. Let's go grab it. That's why I got up early in the morning to get all my stuff done. Crack of dawn, video demonstrations, test demonstrations against the new product. So I can devote my time to this. This is going to take a little time. It's not going to be a fast demonstration. It'll take a couple days at least. Got a whole lot of stuff we got to test out. Now, you know how you got my name? I do things, now let me give you time to fix them. But you know how you got my company's name posted on your eBay account? Yeah, guess what? It's a violation of my company. We're going to contact eBay's legal department today and show that my company is a legitimate company, licensed the whole 9 yards, and that you're using our name and slandering with our permission. Either they remove it or we file a lawsuit against them. Or put a strike against your account. We're going to ask for some kind of penalty at the end of the day. So his account may disappear. Yep. Getting back to you, Mr. Partey. I'm filing a class action lawsuit for you using my pictures without my permission and slandering me by using those pictures at the end of the day. I told you at the end of the day, that piece of land you got out there looks pretty promising. I'm going to take it from you. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. Go contact the lawyer. If you think I'm joking, contact the lawyer. Talk to them and say, hey, look, I took this guy's pictures off the internet and I slandered him. I try to embarrass him on the internet. Can he sue me for it? And he's going to tell you, yes, he can. He can file a class action lawsuit against you. And he can take your stuff from you. Go ahead and make the phone call. Find out. Can't do that at the end of the day. That's how you get sued. Do you remember the girl who basically, I forgot who she was. She was on, people used it, made a meme out of her. I forget who she was. She used to have the whole like this. I forget who it was. It was some female. She got famous for something. She was in a lunchroom. She was doing something. Somebody snapped a picture of her and they posted it. It went all over YouTube. She became this meme. At the end of the day, she sued Google for millions of dollars for that one incident right there. Yeah, she got paid millions of dollars for that because Google allowed it to go on without basically stopping it before it got out of control. Hello, YouTube. Yep, can't do that. You got to get somebody's permission before you use that. Even if you take someone's picture, that's why I'm real careful. When I'm recording, I make sure that I keep my camera downward. Even when I'm outside and somebody walks by, I always have the camera downward at their feet. Unless I get their consent to use their pictures in a video or maybe using, at the end of the day, they can file a class action lawsuit. They can sue me for it. But you guys went a little farther. You took my pictures and you defiled them. So if you think I'm joking, contact an attorney and ask them if I can sue you or not. And they're going to tell you, yes, he can. And before you delete anything, my lawyer was already through your account. We took pictures, notes, everything, the whole 9 yards. It's going to happen. Don't do some dumb stuff, man. I don't understand you at the end of the day. Don't just ask for trouble. Ask for it. Yeah, come on. I literally had a lawyer ask me, were you guys slow at the end of the day? Were you guys slow? Is something wrong with y'all? You'll take medication or something? Who is that dumb at the end of the day? My goodness. You just sunk your own ship at the end of the day. Now you're getting sued for something that you could have avoided at the end of the day. Oh well. Not my problem. I tell you one thing, anything I take from it at the end of the day is going to charity. That piece of land you got there is going right to charity. You think I can't take it? When we find out, we go through your financial records and find out how much money you have. If you own that piece of property, it's mine at the end of the day. If it's owned by the bank, we can't touch it because the bank owns it first. But we can slap you with a heavy enough lien at the end of the day that you might not be able to pay your mortgage at the end of the day, and it might go up for auction. And guess who's going to pop up to get it? There's ways to get it at the end of the day. Next time, learn a valuable lesson. Don't touch people's stuff at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. Don't touch it. Dummies. Stupid. He was laughing his head off. He said, good gracious, you're going to get my lawyer a boat at the end of the day. You keep it up. He's going to get a boat out of this. Oh, we need that for the label right there. All right, we got to go up back. We got to get a surface and all that stuff, everything like that. Yeah, we let it go on. We're gathering up information on them. And the dummies kept posting more pictures. Yeah, go ahead, let it go. I'm good. I got you. So you claim you're rich and you got all this money. You won't when I get done with you. No, you won't. My attorneys, like I said, my attorneys cost a little bit of money. And what they once they dig through your assets and find out how much money you got in your banking accounts, if you got stocks, bonds, other properties, whatever you may have, we're going to take it. Because at the end of the day, you can't go and post someone's pictures. And one thing you can't do is you can't defile their pictures on it at the end of the day. Get sued for that kind of stuff. And don't worry about that part. We got private investigators. You live over in Jersey. I've kind of pinged you. I kind of got around about where you at. So it ain't hard to come to your front door. So trust me, you'll get served real soon, real quick. And then you run your mouth to that person when they get there about this, that, and the other. I want to see you when you get in court. I told you, when you see my face in court, it's not going to be a good day for you. So, I mean, you're going to lose a lot of money that day. A lot of money. I'll slap you with a heavy lien. And you're going to pay that one up. Crow can't pay his, but you'll pay yours. Stupid. We need to get a surface today, too. Hey, I'm going to feed you in a few minutes. Got to grab something for work. What we need, I want to do the bowl. We're going to use this screen. This is big enough. I think this is big enough to do this demonstration. Oh, it's about a 70-inch screen. It's a good size. This will work out just fine for what we need. I'm going to tell you something, Joker. You sit there for a minute and you sit there and say out of your mouth, oh, but that's just great paint. Oh, you don't want to go down that road, because bottom line is, I will go out and buy me some great paint. When the rest of your products, also your brother's products get here, I got your products right now. And we'll match them against everyday great paint. Because that's the one test I didn't run yet. The one test I didn't run yet was like, what happens if this guy decides to start shipping these people everyday great paint? Could you really tell the difference at the end of the day? You said you're coming up with a whole new product line. Who knows if that whole new product line is just great paint at the end of the day? Have you ever tested your product against great paint? Have you tested your screen, like paint your screen and then paint into it with great paint to see if it matches? It shows the difference? No, you didn't do that yet. We're going to turn this surface. This surface has to be, this is a blackout screen. We got some paint around here so we can cover that over. I'm pretty sure we got something around here we can use. One of these mixes we made. Oh, we can use this right here. This is one of the mixes we made. Doing one of the tutorial demonstrations with digital and crystal screen paint. We'll use that one right there. Good stuff. Come on now. Try not to call people idiots at the end of the day. I don't like calling people idiots at the end of the day, but how else can you explain it? You know? At the end of the day, I don't like to call somebody an idiot. I really don't. But how else can you explain it? How else? There's no other way to explain it. No other way to explain it. On what freaking Looney Tune planet did you really think that if you post so many pictures at the end of the day you would slap with a lawsuit? How dumb can you be? Literally, you ever see what Partey looks like? I know what Partey looks like. He's an old dude. He needs to work out a little bit, but he's an old dude. And he's old enough to know better that you don't do dumb stuff like that at the end of the day. Common sense. Grown man, you and Crow. Crow sitting up in his apartment talking about, oh, all these cancellations and he's going to build a shrine. He's going to build a monument. I was just waiting for Partey to finish up so he can finish up with his and add his along with yours. But come on, man. Common sense. Him walking around his backyard laughing, talking about, oh, don't worry, Ken. I'm going to get you. Hey, website's open, buddy. Place an order. We're still waiting for you to place the order. Hadn't come yet. That order hasn't come since you made that statement. You ain't got to change location. Location's right there. Place your order. I'll send it right over to your front door. Oh, you don't want me knowing where you live? Don't worry about that. The investigator will figure that out in about a couple of days. We'll figure out where you live at. We need all that so we can figure out exactly how much money you got. We can be in the process of figuring out what you're worth. And what we can take from you at the end of the day for doing something stupid at the end of the day. So don't worry about that. Go pop your address in there. If you're not afraid. I think you're afraid to put your address in there. I'm not afraid. I got a blue house right here on the corner. I sent my address to you 5 times in a row. Ain't no fear over here. So if you want, go ahead. Pop your address in there. I'll ship you out the paint with no problem whatsoever. You're afraid. That's why Crow, when he did his address, he did it from a company's address. We know where you live at, buddy boy. We sent you documents. Wow. All right, let's get this thing painted up because we got to get this thing looking presentable at the end of the day. What the freak am I rollers at the end of the day? Right here. I'm not going to say a word in court. I never do. I just sit there, say what I got to say, what has to be done, advise my attorneys, present evidence, and that's it. You guys' cases are open and shut. All your videos are screenshot and dubbed. Every last one of them. Well, not all of them. The ones we just need, that's all. They're dubbed. Only the ones we need. I noticed also, too, in your demonstrations that when you paint your screens, you always make sure that the screens are a little darker to whatever paint you're added onto it. You didn't think I noticed that. I did. The reason why you do that is because if you paint a screen that's gray and your product blends close to that screen that's gray, at the end of the day, something doesn't look right. So your screens are slightly a little darker when you, whatever screen paint you're going to apply on it, so it gives a little bit of a difference when it's being applied. We won't give you that opportunity today. This is the digital one we're painted into the screen right now. Let's see if you match it when your product gets here. There's the digital one right there. Now, I noticed you do that. Now, like I said, the video's gonna be professional. He's got to go through some stuff. It's not gonna be easy for you, man. I'm not gonna make it easy for you in any way whatsoever. It should never be easy for you at the end of the day. I don't make it easy for myself. Why would I make it easy for you? Came on here and took the same surface that I told you guys to test against and threw all 3 of them against my screen. So let's get this done. So we get this taken care of for him. See what we got. Guy fought tooth and nail. I gotta give you some credit, man. Man, you fought a good fight, man. You fought a good fight for your product not to come down here. You fought a good one. Oh, you tried everything in the book. Gotta make sure that problem will come here. I'll give you that much. Let me show this because I want all this to be recorded. Let me come over and put you guys on the overhead. You fought a good fight for your product not to be here. But everything comes full circle at the end of the day. Can't be lying to people all day long. Don't work that way. Whatever's in the dark comes out in the light. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cover over the spot right here. Whatever's in the dark comes out into the light. Remember that. We just need to cover up that black spot in the screen. That's all. Maybe let's do the corners. I don't know. And if you say, well, the surface has to be primed first, never seen you prime a surface? Never. Never seen you prime a surface when you're painting it. Just getting rid of all the bad spots on here for you. You want to need a smaller screen for the demonstrations. You want to do it against the other screen. This is going to go against the Black Phantom. That's going to go into Black Phantom. Where that's your surface. That's your huge surface. So that way, when you Crow boys, well, they can't come to talk anyway. I don't think they're going to back you up anyway. At the end of the day, like I said, tablecloth beats your product. And at the end of the day, you can't back it up. So that's pretty bad right there. Especially when you said no in the live stream that you weren't going to do it. So, But the first time we did a demonstration, they was complaining that your surface wasn't big enough. So I remembered that one. When they complained about that one. Surface was not big enough. That should be good to prep, ready?
What's this one here?
No, we don't need you on there, we're you. Prepped, ready to go. Like I said, if you feel at any given time demonstrations are not done to your liking, it doesn't seem real, and all you do is you could take your Cinemax and you do the same demonstration, which means you take your YouTube tutorial video, which we're going to do, and we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down to 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons, and 5 tablespoons to see which one clicks. And you can follow the same demonstration we do, one by one. The reason why I know you're not going to do it, because if you haven't tested your other stuff since last year, you're not going to do this at all, period. But you are going to do a lot of crying and complaining. That's what you are going to do. Oh well, giddy up. Let's get the stuff, the rest of the stuff we're going to need for this. I need to put this in the wash, get this washed up for the next, roll this on the screen. We've got a fresh roll for that one. There has to be a reason why you basically put up such a fight, put up a good fight for it all. There has to be some reason why. They fight pretty hard though. Give you that much. If you put that much effort into fighting hard on keep me from hitting your string. I'll tell you something. If you put up half as much as an effort to keep people from getting your screen. Just imagine how much better your product would be if you put that effort and that time and some of the stuff you do on a daily basis into your product to make it better. We're going to need this right here for the demonstration. Cloth. Cleaning up some extra rollers over there to get them ready. Oh, we got to bring out the freaking tablecloths too. So we're going to do 2 of these right here to do. Oh yeah, we got to do the black one. The black one's definitely has to be done because you said something about your screen producing contrast levels heavier than a black screen. Well, our screens is just as black as that surface over there. So you shouldn't have a problem with that. What else do we need for this demonstration? We definitely going to be outside today. So I think I got my surface. I got my big boy surface right here. It's got fancy technology on this bad boy right here. So you'll be going outside against that. That's why we need that giant surface right here for it. What else are we going to use today? Ooh, we got to fire you up on 1,000 lumens. We definitely got to do that one. Yeah, 1,000 lumen projector for that one. What's that 1,000 lumen projector? The Sony. We need this. Definitely need this. Where's the adapter for this one? We need the adapter. I'm gonna get the adapter. I got adapters on it somewhere. You got the same projector in your house, the same exact projector. The only problem is you didn't do contrast levels on this one, did you? You're gonna do it today. All the tests you skipped, you're gonna do it today. And let's get the meter too. We're gonna need the meter. That's definitely got to be done too. The meter. That's right. You got the same exact meter I got, right? All right, good. Good. Have to back your product up at the end of the day. Because if it wasn't me, it'd be somebody else that would have done it. All right, there is going to be somebody else. Because I'm going to take your paint and I'm going to ship it over when I get done with somebody else. 2 other people want their hands on it. They want to test it out themselves too. Against their own black screens. Our black screens. All right. Middle it done. That's all ready. Everything else is here ready. I need the adapter. We need the adapter for this too. Get this done. Where's the adapter at, please? We got a second one somewhere. We need that. We need these tests. We don't do these tests at the end of the day. We need these tests, lie on camera, fake demonstrations, all this nonsense he does. And it's a gray screen on a full contrast equal to a black screen. What planet you live on? I don't know who the freaking the rest of you actually, like mine, like I said, if it's not your projector, at the end of the day, then you have no problem with what we have over here. Everything we have is perfect. You start whining and crying, it's not on my projector. Then we know at the end of the day, you're using your projector capabilities to give your screen that image. As your product works the way it should work on these projectors with no problem whatsoever. And I'm gonna see, we can get that ViewSonic over here too. Yeah, definitely get that ViewSonic. ViewSonic has a 20,000 to 1 contrast ratio. Now let's see, even with a 20,000 to 1 contrast ratio, if you pull up on this thing, that's 3,800 lumens. I'm gonna blast you at 5,000 lumens too. They went over there. So I think I got a fire stick over there, extra fire stick. Let's get this thing loaded up. And we got to be outside today too. So I think outside we're probably going to use 4,000 lumens on the Chrissy LW41. We'll use that one. Then I'm going to give you a special treat. See that black projector we have over there, that one over there? That's a Sony VPO FH36. They're long for distance throw, which means I'm going to drop you in my driveway. It's about 60, 70 feet in there. Let's see if you pull up in that area. That's a venue projector. You said that your product works with venue projectors, right? We got nothing but venues in there. I got quite a few of them. That one right there, they use those quite a bit for movie theater setups. So let's see how far back we can pull you back. And let's see if your image pulls up outside. We're going to do this at 451. Don't worry, we'll be out there. We've done it already at 150 inches. All right, that's one right there. We need measuring tape for outside. I asked you to do 1,000 lumen test upstairs on the deck. When we did ours, you had to do yours at 13 feet back. You refused to do that one. You'll do that one today. Let's see what else we need from here. Oh, we'll think of some stuff as we go along. But keep in mind, whatever test we do, our screens will be right in there smiling along with you because they're not going to miss out on that kind of fun to begin with. And that sample sheets we have, screens we have, let me show you how many we have. We have tablecloths. Here's the black one. Here's the white one. And the famous one of them all, the Raven. You're going against all of those. Every last one of them. I just did it yesterday. Actually, I did it today. I went against that one right there, the black one, with black material against my screen and black paint that I painted to put against my screen. I did those two side by side. One on one side, one on the other side. Just did that video a few minutes ago. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, people, we're going to let this dry. You have to be, like I said, at the end of the day, it'd be wrong if I called you all these nasty names at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you are an idiot. I'm sorry, but you are an idiot at the end of the day. The dumb stuff you do, come on. Yeah, you do some really dumb stuff at the end of the day. That whole thing when you partake with that fake email, I mean, come on, I have the original email, dum-dums. Come on, you really think about it. Good gracious, man. Like, you think people are not going to put two and two together and figure that one out? And then him walking around his backyard over and over again saying the same dumb thing about how I canceled on him, but yet we have this over here. Yeah, I canceled on you, all right. In the middle of a live stream, you pull down your marketplace, lock your shopping carts, hiding your freaking PayPal, not PayPal account, but eBay account. So it comes up under a different category. Even when you click on your YouTube video, the minute you click on your name, it comes up to a blank page. You have to go over the videos for your image to pop like you're hiding something. So around 12, 1 o'clock, we should have it at our front door. I bet you took a day off of work for this one. Guarantee you. Partay's probably so glad he canceled right now. He's probably thinking the lucky star. I'm so glad I canceled. I know you have. I know you're happy you canceled. I would be too if I was going up against me at the end of the day. Yes, I would. I'm going to leave this here, give you time to process. Let me get my charger, keep my phone charged up. I think my charger's upstairs somewhere. I'm going to leave this here for a minute. What time? How much time we got? We got a little timer here. I'm going to leave this here to give you time to think about what's going to happen. How you got yourself into this mess to begin with. Give you time to think. And before you go all, oh, you can't say that. Yes, in the Bible, read your Bible before you open your mouth. And the Bible speaks about idiots and fools. And there's another name they use. It begins with a J and an A. Oh, yeah. They definitely have a habit throughout the Bible calling people idiots and fools about doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. There's even when they talk about following an idiot and a fool. Partay, you followed Crow right down that road, and look where you ended up at. At the end of the day, you could have called me up and say, hey, man, let me feel you out. What kind of person are you at the end of the day? So and so and so. Who knows? We could have became friends. But you didn't do that. You followed behind Crow and his dumb nonsense. And now you end up on his wall, and I get slapped with a lawsuit at the end of the day for doing dumb stuff for following a fool. It speaks about that in the Bible. That's why after we're done with this, this is the end of it for me. I'm going to test your product, throw it out there. I mean, I might even be nice enough to take your hybrid mix, because we get done with this. This is going to be the most brutal experience you ever experienced. For us, it's normal. This is normal for us. These tests are normal for us. But for you, on the other hand, it's going to be brutal. I might even have enough remorse to basically refuse your hybrid mix. To be nice and say, you know what? We don't need to do it. It'd be beating a dead horse to death, because literally it would be. Your product is going to have to show a contrast level in a maxed out zone, and your paint is light. Even this can't even survive in a maxed out zone. But it says in the Bible, following the fool. And that's what Partey did. Instead of you call me up at the end of the day and say, hey, I'm going to fill you out a little bit, man. What kind of person are you? So and so and so. If you had a chance to talk to me, you'd have realized what kind of person I was at the end of the day. You'd realize all this nonsense and the evidence I would have gave you showing that this individual had hatred for us from day one. You would have said, okay, I see where this is going. I'm not getting involved in this, so and so and so. And what about your business? Later on, who knows? You would open up your screen paint. You know what I mean? I would endorse you. Say, yeah, I know this guy. He's a cool dude at the end of the day. I would advise you guys, spread some love his way. Go pay some orders over there at the end of the day. But no, you don't do that nonsense. You follow this and what this dumb-dumb's talking about, and look where you ended up at. Tweedledee, Tweedledum. Y'all do the same dumb thing. He spreads lies and gets caught in it. We bust him live on YouTube. You dumb stuff, and you get busted on YouTube. Got so scared, talking about, I'm afraid of you. You got literally so scared of me placing orders on your website, you pulled your marketplace. There you go. I sat there and said, I need one more for my collection, and it's complete. And the minute I said that, doop, your site went right down. 404 error code on a do-it-yourself on that particular page. Went down. Y'all can talk all the trash you want. The stuff I'm talking happened for real. I don't have to make stuff up. So who's afraid of who at the end of the day? I ain't afraid to give you my address. I gave you my address 5 times. Gave Crow my address 14 times. Y'all fear me at the end of the day. I don't fear y'all. That's why I got this on my wall and you don't. Do you have one of these on your wall? Me? No, you don't have one. Nope. Can I back my products up? Oh, yes, I can. The same surface we got here, I bought it for myself 3 times to put against my own screens when you can't even do one of them. Well, you bought it on yourself at the end of the day. All I can say. Had no one force you. At the end of the day, put my charger in. You did this to yourself. I gave you the opportunity. I extended you olive branches. Usually most people wouldn't have done that. Most people would have came in and just crushed you right from the door and thought nothing of it. And basically would have dragged you to the mud like no other. Didn't do that. Gave you an olive branch. I told you, mind your own business. And at the end of the day, you don't exist to us. Y'all can't keep me out of your mouth. All right, no problem. So look what it's come down to at the end of the day. You're on my cancel wall, both of you. I got stacks of you over there sitting over there. You had proof of videos of you shutting down your marketplace in the middle of a live stream. I got Crow confessing that he's not going to basically back his customers at the end of the day. No, I'm not doing it. At the end of the day, because he can't do it. He knows he can't do it. Gave him a slew of ingredients, gave him ingredients from his own YouTube video we used to make paints from, and he still can't back up his product. He can't back his product up next to a tablecloth at the end of the day. Got his eBay account switched over to now the category selection. When you go look it up, you got to literally look up paint for crows, to paint a crow, because he hid it. Even when you go to his YouTube account, if you click on his name, it comes up under a blank account. You got to switch over to videos to see the actual videos what's on this account. That's somebody hiding at the end of the day. It's got all kinds of... and at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I hate to call somebody at the end of the day, because like I said, I was accused of being myself. But man, I told you over and over again, you spelt delivered wrong like multiple times. You refused to go in and fix it. You got 2 policies on your account for ship out that clash with each other, that are confusing as I don't know what. You didn't go fix that at the end of the day. Your eBay account is freaking in shambles. This is what happens when you do dumb stuff. You constantly trip over the stuff you're doing. Your eBay account, you got it set up where international shipping only. You don't ship outside of US, but your charge is like $20.40, and that's for express shipping. On an $80 item, that's going to cost way more than that at the end of the day. And if the customer doesn't get it within that timeline, he's going to file a complaint against you. You know how hard it is to file a complaint when it's overseas? It's a freaking nightmare. It really is. It's a freaking nightmare. It ain't like here in the United States we have access. No, it's overseas. These are the constant mistakes you took. You two got outed as liars. You're sitting there in your apartment. Sorry about the camera shake, putting a charger in. You're sitting there in your apartment and you're talking about, oh, how he's going to put this monument and all these cancel orders. I backed up everything you just said out of your mouth. And then you sit there and say, you got him walking around in the backyard talking about how I canceled on him. And this is supposed to be the email I sent to him about cursing him out. Oh, wow. I go in and show you the real email, what it looks like. You know, when Hotmail, whatever it says, it sends it to, it doesn't say you. It says the email address next to it and your name that's attached to your email account. Unless you have in your account, your name is you at the end of the day. That's how emails work. It's your name and your email address attached to it, to, not you. Unless your name is actually you. But where's the email address at? It's not there. See? You guys don't think at the end of the day. So you got outed as a complete idiot in your apartment trying to spread a lie. And he got outed as a bigger idiot of walking around his backyard making an accusation that doesn't exist. He has no documents at all whatsoever, but we got him over here. And then you go, oh, but he's going to make this great mop. It's right here. Get your name on it, right over here. Yeah. Same dumb nonsense we do too. The day you learn. The day is your day that you learn. All that trash you talked about your product, that #1 screen paint, that's Cinemax. We'll see. I don't see how anybody, even when I'm on AVS forums, I'm talking to people over there, I'm saying, look, this guy claims that this gray screen can actually produce an image as dark as a black screen. They laugh their heads off because nobody in their right mind would ever believe that. You would have to be a complete idiot to believe that. I'm sorry, Crow followers, but at the end of the day, if you sat there and made a comment about that screen producing a contrast level equal to a black screen, you are a complete, utter idiot at the end of the day. And I got a bridge to sell you in a couple of weeks. Because who is stupid enough to believe that nonsense? That a gray screen, keep in mind, is going to produce the same contrast as a black screen. Yeah, okay. I would love for you guys to go pop over to AVS forums, have a conversation with them, and explain your theories over there. Please invite me, please. I have to be there. I'm going to try not to eat anything so I don't choke on it by laughter and in the way in. Because, man, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Everybody knows if you're going to have a 4K projector or a 1080p projector, they're usually best shown on darker screens. Why do you think top screens are all dark? Why do you think the top screens cost more money? Even Diamond will tell you that one. At the end of the day, come on. But like I said, at the end of the day, this is how he does it. Don't want to take the time to waste it. I'm not even going to waste the energy to dry you. That's not even his product. You'll notice when his product is here. We're going to do unboxing. You pulled a couple of products out that didn't have any labels on them. You had the can close to your chest or your chest and poured it out. Very unprofessional. We'll flash your labels because I'm going to put it right over there. Like I said, I'm going to have remorse on you on this one. No, not on this. Not on this. When the hydrant, we're going to refuse the hydrant. I'm going to give you a break. Giving you another olive branch. If you want, I can bring all your products down here and we can knock them all out in one hit. You won't like that. So we're just going to stop at the Cinemax. That's it. And that's the end of it. Next time you make your next product line, be honest with your customers. Do your demonstrations correctly and stop cutting corners. Because if it's not going to be me, it's going to be somebody else who's going to come after you next. And at the end of the day, no matter what products you make, Crow, I don't care what you make. You're still going to have to test your products against black and white paint because of what you're accused of doing. Now, we test our products against black screens because they do that for our own personal fun. They show that our technology is brighter and better. We don't need anybody telling us to do this, that, and the other. We do it ourselves. But I test mine anyway. Because at the end of the day, why would I miss out on that kind of fun? I just sat there in the chair like, who the freak would miss out on this kind of fun? And we just did that today. Did we do a black on black demonstration today? We did one live and one not live on the screen already. Did we do that already? Yeah, we did. All right. I'm not going to take any more of your time. I'm pretty sure you people got things to do. I got things to do. I'm done. That's why I got up early in the morning, got all my tests, everything done. I got to go back into that room upstairs, the makeshift gaming room, temporary gaming room, and find my cables and wires, make a little neat up there. And then hopefully when my flight simulator stick gets here on Friday, I got to go download the game right now. I got to download the game, set it up, see if everything everything goes well. It's good. If not, then I guess I'll turn it into a flight or a driving simulator. But it should work well from all the people I've seen on YouTube and a few forum sites that I went into where people are actually using the Mac controllers. Everything works, the pedals and all. I'm thinking, gee whiz, that is freaking cool. Because, man, I've been dying for another mech game with a really good controller since Steel Battalion. Steel Battalion will never be outdone. Never be outdone. Unless somebody comes up with a 40 button mech controller. That whole connects with Steel Battalion was garbage. I wasn't even going near that. So you're going to use a sensor to control a 40 button mech controller without having complications. Dumb idea. Really dumb idea. They had an option to bring another controller back. Man, I was waiting for that, man. Waiting for that. Please do that game again. Man, they should bring that game out again, update it with the technology we got now, and bring out that mech controller. I don't care if that thing's $1,000. I'm getting it. I'm definitely buying it. Shoot, they close to $1,000 anyway. If you go on eBay and try to get the old ones, they're like $800 and $900. Brand new, they a couple of grand. But yeah, I want that game. I hope they do bring another one out. Best mech controller ever. If you never heard of Steel Battalion, you never heard of the best controller in the entire world, go look it up. Like, what the freak? Was that a real freaking controller? Yes, it was. It wasn't the kind of controller, so I'm grab my cord. It wasn't kind of the kind of controller that you were going to jump down in front of the desk and learn it overnight. It wasn't one of, it took a couple of days to learn the control. You memorized where all your freaking buttons were, especially that freaking eject button. And for some reason, had a glass cover over top, and you had to lift up the freaking joysticks on it, the full-size joysticks, same as flight controllers. With all the buttons and everything, every control in there worked for something, man. Oh, man, that's an amazing game right there. Good, and it was even better online. It was even better online. Oh, it was amazing online, because if you died, your freaking hard drive got wiped. It got wiped, and it took 80 hours to complete that freaking game, especially if you wanted some of the specialized mechs. Sorry about the camera getting away, people. I'm trying to get my cord. If you wanted some of the specialized mechs, you can only play online on what you can beat offline. That's it. That's how it's made. So if you got one of those medium mechs, everybody know, oh, he's a beginner. You walked in one of them freaking Godzilla mechs with a huge skull in the front, giant jetpack, and a huge saber in your hand. Oh, that sucker finished the game. Yeah, you had one of them top mechs that came in. You couldn't buy it. You had to win the game, beat it to get it. If you did it on the hardest level, you got the more advanced versions of that particular model. So anybody came walking like, good God, he beat that game on what level? Like, what are you, a god or something? Yeah, you should have a conversation with, what level did you beat to get that thing? Where'd you get that thing? Checking out the mech and looking at, wow, it's freaking cool. That was a good game, man. That was a good game. But if you died, and you didn't remember to hit that eject button before you died, all 80 hours of your game was wiped off your hard drive. You had to do it all over again. That's the most realistic mech game ever made. I might get me another one. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. All right, we're done with all that. Just got to sit there and do the waiting game now. I'm going to go upstairs to my attic and see if I got my Mad Cat controller up there. I should have it. Hopefully, I didn't leave it in the other house. That controller is hard to get. I'll probably get on eBay for a cheap price. I wonder if I got it. I gotta figure what I'm gonna do with this place. I haven't even worked on the attic yet. Is my light on? It's off. Guess I didn't turn on. Oh, I ain't gonna need the light on. If it's back there, I'm gonna need it. Crap. Go back down the stairs. I think the reason why I haven't built anything upstairs is because I gotta go all the way down these stairs, head down to the basement, then back up. There we go. You fall down these stairs, you die. That's it. It's a long drop. Look at this. I got an Xbox system over here. Hate that thing. Can't stand that thing. Only best Xbox system built was a 360. Let me see what we got back here. It's gotta be back here somewhere. This is a rocket I never fired off. Oh. Yeah, that's vintage and it works. Family Tie, a board game. Lion King. I told you it's to collect toys. At the end of the day, I told you. I have to sell vintage toys. You remember having one of these when you were a little baby? Yep. Super soakers, all that crap. Stuff has no value to me anymore because as you get older, you realize that you're going to die and somebody's going to take it all. So who cares? These are worth $5,000. You know what these are? These are the original sprayers for spraying bugs from back in the day. Remember Tom and Jerry? Yep. Yeah. Oh, these should be the bag. Is this the bag? Wait. It might be the bag. Tossing stuff around. I wonder if I did leave my controller over there. I hope I didn't, man. Oh, I forgot I had one of these things right here. Huh. Be careful with that. Look, at the end of the day. Oh, ho, ho! This is the first dollar bill my company made. A digital and crystal screen paint. The first dollar bill I made. Right there. Wow. First dollar bill. I still got it. Oh, I'm glad I didn't need that in the other house. What do we got going on back here? What's in this right here? Feels like an action figure. That's a Halo. That's a Halo statue in there. I know that for a fact. Could have used that. What's this right here? Oh, freaking, one of my, this is what I have in my gun. This is my freaking ammo pack right here for carrying extra ammo, extra clips. Yeah. Can use that. Oh. That was used for stuff. Yeah. Oh, my pink tie. I remember that. I used to wear business suits back in the day. Mr. Bird doesn't wear suits anymore. Ah, this was the case for my titanium baton. I used to carry a lot of stuff on me as I walk the streets. I hear a chicken. You hear that? There's a chicken in here somewhere. What are these? Oh, forgot I brought these. Well, I won't be using another one. I hear a chicken. Oh, look at this right here. Pop and chicken. You know how old these things are? This is from Ohio Arts. This is really old. These are worth $6,000. They're plastic. Those are old. That's a tin metal toy from back in the day. They make them out of plastic now, but that's the original one that came out. They're worth quite a bit. But I'm going to give all that to my niece. I have no interest in it anymore. Clothes. New jeans. Oh, it's my winter clothes. This is what this stuff is. All right. Don't need that because I'll just trash it with paint. I work 24/7, so I really don't have time. What is in you? Let's see. Oh, Robot dinosaur. Boy, Taco, you're lucky this thing, it does work. I forgot. I got the remote control for it too. You would beat the crap out of this thing. I forgot about my robot dinosaur. Told you, Halo statue. Halo statue with the gun. All that good stuff in there. Why do I have a unicorn? Oh, I forgot. I bought that for one of the little kids. I forgot to give it to him. Unicorn umbrella. I'm going to give it to my little one. I forgot to give that to her. See, at the end of the day, I don't got this stuff littered out through my entire house. Why would I want this stuff all over my house at the end of the day? It stays exactly where it stays at. Up here. In the storage area. Alright, these are dress pants right here. Yeah, this is my ammo. My extra clips for my vest. Yep. And that's to carry real live rounds. I don't carry live rounds anymore. Carry something else. I see myself at the end of the day hurting somebody on that level, but I do carry something else. You know what's in here, but I'm not going to show you what's in there. Alright, what else we got in here? Oh, brand new wireless headsets. Where am I freaking? What's on whatchamacallit? I know I didn't leave this thing. Wow. This is a Final Fantasy statue right there. Do you know how old this is? Alright, let's get back here. We don't got no lights back here. Xena toys, racetracks, Lego toys. What's in you? Nothing there. Oh man, I got a funny fun. I left my steering wheel over there, man. Apache helicopters. Oh man, more toys. Oh please don't come out. Don't enough leave my. Yeah, I think I did. Honestly, I think I did. I don't see it here. But where is the bag with all my guns in it? That's what I'm missing. I got a bag with my guns. That's not them. That's a wire bag. That should be downstairs. I ain't looking through all this. This is just too much. I'm going to have to come up here later on and search for them. My guns are up here too. And where the freak are my guns? Oh, yeah, I know. They're over there. They're in that area right there. That's where my other toys are at. My military toys. Over there. Pork buster. I should just give some of the stuff to Goodwill because I'm never going to touch this stuff ever again at the end of the day, honestly. Just give it all to Goodwill. Some kid can get something out of this instead of sitting up here collecting dust all day. Because I'm not going to take it. Either it's going to go to Goodwill or I just throw it in the trash. Look at this. Yeah. The Warrior Princess. Let me see. Yeah, I got a funny phone. All my guns are over there. Good gracious. I'm talking about my light guns, not the other gun. Leave that alone. Yeah. Damn, man, that was a good steering wheel. Now I gotta go on freaking eBay and buy me another one today, man. Oh my freaking light guns, House of the Dead. I got the original Japanese version that's in there and lost that one too. I could have swore I had everything up here in a big bag. Oh, 2 lightsabers back there. What the heck are you? Alright. I'm just gonna figure. I just count my losses. I probably left it in the house. What the freak, man. That was a good freaking steering wheel. All my light guns, controllers. All that stuff is in there. Whatever. I'll just rebuy it all again. Oh. Brand new peak coat. Forgot I even had this thing. I can use this for winter time. Nah, I don't want to use it. Nah. I can't use it. I got a cat. I gotta buy something brand new all over again. You got a cat, you can't have pea coats in your house. You can't have none of that. So you can't have wool, period. Because my cat will rub up against it and there'll be fur as far as the eye can see all over my coat. I got 3 pea coats up there that I forgot. A couple bags of clothes, of suits and ties. I nearly forgot were up there. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give away majority. I got a warehouse that I pay some money on every month. And it's got the rest of my toys. I got Transformers, I got Thundercats, I got all sorts of Barbie dolls and all that good stuff from the 80s. The fellow who basically had this storefront, who basically never threw away any of his inventory. I happened to walk in there after class and I saw some quads he had in the window and I wanted to get them and sell them on eBay. And I happened to walk into the store and he had everything in the dark. And I was like, yo, how much for the quads in the window? He was like 19 bucks. Oh, he's selling at the original price at that particular era in the 80s. And I said, you guys kept coming back in there and buying whatever he had in that window. So he's like, need anything else? I said, you got anything out in the back? What you got in the back? Boy, he turned that light on, man. You got to be freaking kidding me. I said, yo, I got you. I called my buddy up. I took $10,000 in my banking account. I don't drive. I got my boy to get a U-Haul truck, and we loaded it up. Gave him his 10 grand, and that was it. And I got them joints sitting in the warehouse right now. Dunkin' Yo-Yos, all them joints from back in the day. I got all them in the back in the warehouse. I pay my money on it every month, and that's it. That's where it sits. And it's been ever since. And that's what my stockpile was when I was selling on eBay. When I caught it from eBay, everything just stayed in the warehouse. Ain't that right, Taco? So when I get ready to, I'm just going to pretty much just give it all to Goodwill. Because at the end of the day, as you get older and you start to collect, you start realizing that you can't take it with you. You're going to die. It's going to go to somebody else. And they're going to get it. Then they're going to die. And they're going to leave it. And they're going to get it. Then they're going to die. The same thing goes on. The same stuff that people have been collecting and hoarding on the earth will always be here, but you won't. Once that clicks in, you don't want to collect anymore. Somebody else will take it. You can't take it with you. Look at all this junk. I'm taking any of that stuff with me when I die. I know people are like, oh my goodness, Ken, come on, you're so depressing. But it's the truth. It says in the Bible. It's called toil under the sun. Man works by the sweat of his brow to give to another. That's what it means. You work all day long for all this stuff here on the planet. Everything here, just to die and give to somebody else. Let me know when you see a U-Haul truck behind a funeral line. I've never seen one before. 1960 ray gun. Never opened. You know how valuable this thing is? This is a toy from the 1960s. Still has the sparks and everything. And it's never, ever been opened. That means wherever this toy was at that particular time, when it was processed and made and developed and thought of, put on the assembly line, ended up in a store somewhere, somehow found its way to my hand. You know how interesting that is? On how many people must have touched this and looked at it and pondered whether they're going to buy it or not. Where it transferred from A to B down through time, all the way from the 60s to this particular time now, just to end up in my hand right now. That's why I'm so amazed about collecting old stuff. How long it's been on the earth and who it's passed through. How many people have had it. Who knows? Somebody might have had this and been a collector just like me, and he might have passed on, and it might have passed on. And it goes from one owner to the next. And then I will pass on, and it'll go to somebody else. Isn't it a beautiful thing? Can't think of it as a sad thing at the end of the day if you know where you're going. Yep, 1960 ray gun with friction power. Look at this. Works and everything. I bet you the plastic that they use on it, this paint has got to be toxic as jack. It got to be. But it still works. Mint condition. Yep. I got 30 of these bad boys in my warehouse. Because the guy who I bought them from, remember I told you about Dunkin' Yo-Yos? Yeah, Dunkin' Yo-Yos from back in the day. If you remember having one of these when you were a kid, you know to do all the tricks. This is an original Dunkin' Yo-Yo. Teach you how to do all the tricks in the back and everything. Yep. original Super Soakers, and some other toys. Like Frogger the video game. They had a video game, you know, for Rage. Primal Rage had a video game. You remember the laser tag toys? Right there. Transformer Command Center, right there. Pinball machines. Masters of the Universe. Yep. So when people sit there and say, oh, you need the money. I mean, I got stuff sitting around here at the end of the day that's worth more money than you possibly could think of at the end of the day. And it just sits here because I can't sell it at the end of the day because I collected it. But eventually, as you get older, you realize you're not going to keep it. And I'm not going to keep it. Actually, I'm going to give all of it away. Most of this stuff right here, I'm probably going to keep. I don't know yet. All this stuff I collected. All right, people. That's basically about it. I'm done. All right. I think probably on my birthday, I'm probably going to open up a couple of my my toys. What do we got over here? Look at this. Yep, told you I got stuff like this all over my house. Brand new in the package. I got 60 or 70 brand new in the box. Ooh, open this one up for my N64. This is the original Turok. I think this is the one that came with the, real quick. I'm doing this while I'm waiting for my paint to get here. This one came with, let me see what came with this one right here. This one had a wrapper on it. The original book by Turok. Instruction guide for Nintendo 64. All the little doodads that come with them. Maybe these come back in the day. Let's see if I can get them out there. Yeah, because I played this one a few times. This is mine. This one came in the black cartridge. I love this game so much. I walked into a store, dude had a stack of them in a crate. Brand new, all sealed up. Gave him $200. Took the lot and left. There's also, too, a rare Nintendo cart. I was looking for that one, too, when I was collecting. There was one that had the little switches on the top that every time you unlocked a certain part of the game, the switch would hit. They were $50,000. Somebody went to a flea market and the guy had a bunch of them in there, and as he's going through, he found one of them. They only made a certain limited amount of them, and he found one. And the guy didn't know what he had. And dude said he didn't know what he was like. He thought he was going to pass out because he couldn't believe he was actually staring at one of these things. It's a very rare cart that they make by NES. So he gave the guy like $50, and the guy gave him the whole thing. He went home. He freaking put that thing up for auction. They start off at 50 grand on auction from the door. You didn't know that the original Nintendo carts, right? The original Nintendos had converters in them. They used to be over in Japanese. They had converters inside of them, basically, so you can go play them in a U.S. system. But they also, with that converter, had a memory unit inside of it. It had a lot of the original old games on there that they never launched. They were actually saved on those units, and people were opening them up. I think it's the one with the 5 screws on the back of it. There's 5 screws. Open up, and they used to pull out those little hard drives out of them. There were certain Nintendo games that had 5 screws in the back of them, and they had the original converter units in them to allow you to play it on the American version of the NESs. And people would buy them, take the screws and yank them suckers out. Yeah. Now, a lot of games on it they never launched that would be on there, like backup games and stuff like that. All right, people, that's basically about it. Gotta go. Thank you for your time, and God bless.